Behind every smile you see on screen, there's a childhood story you've never heard. These 5 Korean actors grew up fighting against poverty, and still made it to the top. 1. Hyeri. The actress who had no lunch money. Before Hyeri became the cheerful, bright star we all know, her childhood looked nothing like it. Hyeri has openly said she grew up so poor that she often didn't have money for lunch. There were days she would sit in class pretending she wasn't hungry because she didn't want anyone to know. Her mom worked multiple jobs just to keep the lights on, and Hyeri promised herself that one day she would change their life. Years later, her role in Reply 1988 didn't just make her famous, it pulled her family out of the life she once thought she'd never escape. 2. IU. The girl who slept on the floor. Long before IU became one of Korea's most beloved artists, she lived a childhood most people would never imagine. Her family was drowning in debt, and IU was sent to live with her grandmother in a tiny, cold room where she often slept on the floor. She has said there were days when the only thing she had to eat was a potato. IU auditioned over 20 times, failing again and again, sometimes even getting scammed by fake companies. But she kept going. And the girl who once had nothing became a national icon. 3. Park Bo-gum. From family bankruptcy to stardom. Park Bo-gum's life looked perfect from the outside, but his childhood was far from easy. His family faced serious financial trouble when he was young, and at one point they were completely bankrupt. Bo-gum had to grow up fast, helping his family while dreaming of becoming an artist. Even after he became famous, a legal issue from an old family loan came back to haunt him. But he didn't break. Park Bo-gum rebuilt his life step by step, and became one of Korea's most respected actors. Before we continue, please like the video. 4. Joo-hyuk. Wearing donated clothes to school. Joo-hyuk didn't grow up as a rising star. He grew up in a home where there wasn't enough money for basic necessities. He wore donated clothes, couldn't afford the food he wanted, and watched his parents work endlessly just to survive. In interviews, Joo-hyuk said he used to dream about eating a full meal without worrying about money. When he finally became a model and actor, the first thing he did was support his parents, because he knew exactly how much they had sacrificed for him. 5. Ji Chang-wook. The boy raised by a single mother. Ji Chang-wook's father passed away when he was young, leaving the family with nothing. His mother raised him alone, working at restaurants from morning till night just to cover the bills. Chang-wook has said, "We never had money. Not even enough for simple things." To pay for acting school, he took part-time jobs and spent nights exhausted but determined. The boy who once struggled just to get by, later became one of the most popular action stars in Korean drama. Today, we see these actors as symbols of success, fame, and a dreamlike life. But behind every smile and behind every scene, there were years most people could never imagine. Poverty, loss, loneliness, and a dream they refused to let go of. Maybe it is exactly this past that shaped them into the stars we know today. Proof that a hard beginning doesn't define a hard ending. Thank you for watching until the end.